fifth set will be played on Whirlwind. Spawning in the top left-hand position, the blue Zerg from Samsung Khan. His name is Shine, nicknamed the Typhoon Zerg.
And the Toilet Zerg. Can never forget that. His opponent spawns in the top right position. His name is Savage, spawning as Orange Zerg in the 1 o'clock position.
Whenever you call Shine the Toilet Zerg, I just think of like a big typhoon in a toilet.
Then again, in the interview, Zhangmi and Stork kind of confirmed that.
Oh god. That interview was like way too awkward to watch, dude. I couldn't get through the entire thing.
It was awkward for you to watch. It was awkward for me to translate. Think about that.
Yeah, that must be worse. You're just like,
I'm like,
you're probably like, are they? Oh, they're actually saying this.
I try to put it as PG as possible. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, well, you should have had it like no holes barred.
Come on, man. I don't want to look Shine. I don't want to make him look too bad. I mean, he gets enough flack from the community with like, you know, oh, this guy, he's supposed to lose to Bisu every single time, but he 3 hatches.
Oh, that was back in the Brood War days,
yeah.
man. He can't do that anymore.
He can't do that anymore.
Yeah. And Shine going to opt to go for a hatch first here. Looks like Savage is going to do the same thing. Yeah, so double hatch first. Metagame for ZvZ and Pro League once again moving towards really greedy openings. Haven't really seen too much aggression early on in ZvZ, like before the hatchery.
I have to say, Shine's Overlord scouting is a little bit different, because usually they send the Overlord to, usually if you spawn in the left top position, they send the Overlord down first.
Well, I guess technically it doesn't really matter what way you send it.
It doesn't matter, but you hit the natural expansion first and then see if there's anything over there.
Yeah, that too.
So that's why the Zerg players opt to go for those kind of scouting, except Shine. He decides to go for a different scouting path, and he saw where his opponent is right away.
Everything pretty much identical at this point. They both went for the gas after the pool. And we'll see how their build orders differentiate over the next few minutes here, but they should be able to identify, oh, you're doing the same build I am, alright, cool. The Overlords are going to see the main bases for each opposing player here.
Not going to kiss.
No Overlords kissing here.
A little unfortunate. We see it happen from time to time.
Love is not in the air. Literally. On this map.
Now, how do you feel about the comeback of Roaches in ZvZ?
Well, at first I liked it, but now I'm like, I don't know, man. The meta battles were pretty cool, I guess. They were more aggressive. It was more, I guess, snowball-y based. You know, if you got an advantage, you could generally ride that advantage to a victory. I loved the Ling battles as well. They were much more heavy on the Lings.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it got to the point near the end of Wings of Liberty where it wasn't just mass Roach Wars, but I feel since the metagame is shifting back to that, it's got to go through a few more stages before we're going to see more Infestors and Hydras a lot faster, and, you know, maybe Swarm Hosts a little bit more.
I'll be honest, I wasn't too much of a fan when it comes to Muta versus Muta, but the side battles that happened, such as Mass Zergling Wars with Mass Micro, those were fun to watch, and that actually allowed the better player to have better micro and overpower their opponent as time went on.
Yeah, with the Roach battles, it's generally just who has more Roaches. It's really easy
and who has better arc.
Yeah, and who has the better arc, but the things like that, it's not necessarily too hard to really pull that off. Nothing too impressive about that. It's just like, oh, well, he is in a better position, he has more Roaches kind of thing.
I mean, the first day I started playing hard with Swarm with Zerg, I was talking with some of the people that I know, and the Zerg players were saying, yeah, it's annoying to play ZvZ, but it's also fun. Yeah. But hold on, Shine.
We have 24 Lings in production. Shine, well, I was
against
wrong.
all odds, he's making a lot of Zerglings. He's going to go for it.
He's getting some Banelings behind this as well, and Savage, you know, he's just focusing on his creep spread here. He's got to know what's going on. Yeah, I think he's going to go for a full wall off. Look at that. He has to kill the creep tumor, but really smart decision making from him. That's a lot of Banelings here. And, okay, the Baneling's going to move in here. Do they have enough damage? Yes. The Zerglings get through. The Queens are there, ready. A lot of the Zerglings moving into the main base. This Queen's going to get surrounded and picked off quite fast here. Some other Queens coming to help defend, but he's going to let more Banelings, more Zerglings in here.
In the middle of the Queens, going to try to sneak inside the main base, but no, going for the Queens at the last second. And 3, 4 Queens all taken out.
Shine continuing the mass Lings behind this, but Savage, he's already started remaking the wall here. The Spine Crawler lives. It hasn't fallen yet. And at this rate, I think that Savage is going to defend.
Savage is going to defend, and the key point is he didn't lose any drones behind it. So he's going to try to go for it once again. There's 1 weak Evolution Chamber, and he should use the Banelings on the building, but no, it gets taken out with the Zerglings. And is that going to be enough? He still has a lot of Zerglings at the natural end. Those are non-speedlings inside the main base.
Savage still showing some pretty impressive crisis management here. He's up to 2 queens again. Drone count, he's still up 31-24. As long as he continues re-walling off that natural, then he should be okay. He's got the roaches out now, though. He's going to do a little bit of a mini wall off here.
It's so crucial for Shine right now to deal some damage against the drones. He's catching up in the drone count right now, but he's far behind the tech, so he needs to cripple his opponent's economy.
Killing off the Banelings there. A few of these drones may end up falling, but overall, Shine, okay, he just droned up a crap ton behind this. Up to 37 now to the 31 of Savage.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure about the tech situation from Shine, as he's going to have the drone advantage, but I'm not too sure about the tech. If he doesn't have a Roach Roar, he could die to the counterattack as soon as these Zerglings get taken out inside the main base.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out, Savage up to 68 supply to the 53 of Shine.
Well, that's because Shine only has Zerglings and Savage actually has 8 Roaches.
Yeah. Alright, so Savage moving out again with some Roaches here is going to pick off a few of these units, forcing Shine backward. I think we're going to see a bit of a counterattack here from Savage, and this is going to force Shine to go into a bit of a panic mode here. He's putting down a lot of Spine Crawlers, getting up to 4. He is ahead as far, well, actually, no, the layer timing is looking pretty even here. Behind this, Shine making up to 24 Zerglings, and we're seeing a lot of drones be made by Savage, and the Lings move into the main base. They're going to be able to snipe off 2 of those queens, and things are, all right, it looks like Savage is not going to overcommit.
Savage is not going to overcommit, but he loses a couple of his drones over here. He should have pulled them away and trying to stack him up instead of just leaving them over there.
Yeah.
He lost 5 drones, actually.
Ouch, that's actually not what he wants to do there. Well, Shine's going to get a Spire behind this, and also looking at the supplies, 80, the 58, continued Roach production from Savage here. He's getting his +1 ranged attack and armor as well as speed. He could go for a time potentially after that. And these Zerglings, I mean, they're not going to be too useful.
Yeah. All right, so if you look at the situation, Savage is going to have a huge timing window. Yes, Mutas do defeat Roaches, but before that, Savage is just going to have the +1/+1 out, speed out, and the Roaches out, and just crush Shine.
Also, don't forget that Savage, he went ahead and got speed for his Zerglings. He's getting a 3rd hatchery up. I like that decision here. He's just pulling ahead in a lot of different ways now.
But I don't think Shine doesn't know about the Spire situation. At the very least, Shine needs to be annoying as possible and deny the scouting. That's what he needs to do and buy enough time to get the Mutas out.
I actually would really like to see Savage use an Overseer scout into the main base. Okay, it looks like he did send his Overseer in there. He does see the Spire, so he's going to be able to put up a few Spore Crawlers here and should be fine against whatever Shine plans on doing here. So
how is... if you're a Zerg player who started out with the Roaches and sees some Mutas, how do you react?
Well, I mean, the Spore Crawlers have been buffed so much. They 3-shot Mutas now. So what you can do is you can continue your Roach production, just be defensive for a little bit, get a few Spores up, and then go into the Hydra tech. And then you have the Roach Hydra army composition. You're going to have a pretty significant army composition advantage over your opponent.
Yeah, with the addition of the buff to the Spore Crawlers, it's much easier to defend against the Mutas. And like we said, because of that, we are seeing more Roaches come out in this particular matchup.
Looks like Savage is opting to be more aggressive here. This is a bit more of a risky maneuver, and the Mutas are out. The Roaches got a lot of help, though. Drones off the mineral count. The Roaches will eventually get picked off, but they're going to do a critical amount of damage before that happens. Savage also easily and effortlessly defends his 3rd base behind this. Shine now, he's just going to lose so much economy to this attack. When the Roaches die, I mean, Shine's going to have almost no drones left here. And he may even try to snipe off that Spire as well, but opting no, he's going to go for the Infestation Pit and just continue the kill. A lot of workers here. He also has the Burrow. The Burrow is going to make a huge difference here as well. Hey. 4 Roaches pouring in the Shine's main base.
Whiplash, you said he's going to defend the attack eventually. Well, that might be after the GG.
All right, looks like he won't be able to defend against that. GG's called. Brood Roaches are kind of hard to kill with only Mutas.
So the score now is 3-2 with Kespa teammate taking a lead against Samsung Khan.
Indeed. You know, I have to say, Savage actually played really good that game. I missed it. What did he do? No!
We're just running around, just like the Zerglings running around, Roach is running around inside the main base and killing everything.
All right, well, score 3-2 now with Kespa teammate in the lead. We're seeing some... we're seeing improvements, man, from Kespa teammate, but can they continue it up and win the set in Game 6? We'll find out after this commercial break.